Wait, it's a squad game. And guess what? Form can switch. I'm enjoying Kai Havertz's form for the moment. He's doing great. And I hope it remains that way. But guess what? In case that doesn't know, if Kai Havertz dips in form and Jesus picks up form, it helps the team. It's a team sport. Even though we have the players we look up to do a certain thing, it's still a team sport. Let's encourage Jesus to get out of this bad form that he's actually experiencing. I will see no rational person, even Mikel Arteta, is not going to buy this box and say Jesus is finished. That's very, very, very unfortunate. I am not saying Jesus has been great this season. That's a lie. Objectively, Jesus has been very, very poor since coming back from the little injury he had this season. But to go this far, look at right there, Coty FTV. The guy is done. Jesus is finished. After 7 games in the Premier League. I understand his first start for the season against Southampton. He was objectively poor. Right? I agree. The game against Southampton, Jesus was objectively poor. Against Bolton, it was so-so. In the substitute appearance he has made this season, it has not been fantastic. And I agree. But to say it's done, it's finished. From same people who told us, who were sure Kai Havertz was not good for this team. That Kai Havertz was a horrible signing. I'm not taking you guys seriously. They were so sure Kai Havertz was going to make it. He's not the right profile. He's not as good as Ivan Toney. That Ivan Toney is in Saudi at the moment. I am supposed to take these same people serious just because they have a larger and a bigger platform. No, come and say it in the comment section. Oh, you are trying to farm their engagement. You have a smaller platform. How dare you come against them? I'm not against anybody. I'm just calling out bollocks. I'm calling out unhealthy conversation. You can criticize people sensibly and objectively. It's allowed. Like the sample size this season is too small to make that kind of conclusion. See, just because someone is bigger in terms of engagement and notoriety doesn't mean they're smarter than people with smaller engagement or smaller notoriety. It doesn't work that way. Listen to understand and comprehend and make logical conclusions. Not based on because you like the way they talk, the way they sound, their accent. No. Just put that aside. Unpack what they're saying. Use your brain. One more time. I'm not saying Jesus has been great this season. He has not. But to say he's finished, you're overreaching. You're overreaching. Jesus is not finished. Is he having a horrible form? Obviously he is. And he will snap out of just like Gabriel Martinelli. Most of you were shouting, bench Gabriel Martinelli, sell him. We can't win the league with Gabriel Martinelli. Pump your brakes. Pump your damn brakes. Oh, I've forgotten. I'm so passionate. I went into this content real quick. Guys, do me that kind of favor, please. Like the video. If you're new here, please subscribe. That will help me and help the channel to grow since they're always pushing that trope. I mean, your platform is still small, so help me grow it. If you like quality content, sensible content, objective content, please like the video, subscribe if you're yet to subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell, and I appreciate that very, very much. Back to it. Jesus is not finished. He still has a lot to offer this season. Why don't you wait? Like I said last season when you bought Kai Havertz, wait to the end of the season before you make your appraisal for your judgment. Don't be in a haste to make assertions and judgments and pronouncement. Wait. It's a squad game. And guess what? Form can switch. I'm enjoying Kai Havertz's form for the moment. He's doing great. And I hope it remains that way. But guess what? In case that doesn't know, if Kai Havertz dips in form and Jesus picks up form, it helps the team. It's a team sport. Even though we have the players we look up to do a certain thing, it's still a team sport. Let's encourage Jesus to get out of this bad form that he's actually experiencing. I will see no rational person, even Mikel Arteta, is not going to buy this box and say Jesus is finished. Let's sell him. Let's loan him out. It's part and parcel of the plan. Will you take Edin Ketia ahead of Gabriel Jesus? No rational fan will do that. But we cannot accept Jesus is having a wretched form at this moment. It's wretched. Like it's thinking the form is absolute dog shite. I get it and I understand it. I am not going to indulge that. Like, you have to call it for what it is. But to say Jesus is done and dusted, is finished, is either you are reactionary or you want to trigger some of the fan base, like we know the platform is known for doing, or you are just a buffoon. Because, like, one more time, the sample size to make that decision is still too small. The season is still early. But we can still acknowledge Jesus. Come on, we don't like how you're performing at this moment, which is, we can call that out. But finished, done, extremely premature, very, very premature, and no sensible person or an Arsenal fan with some sense who has a big platform and big audience should do that. Let's not do that. Let's be having sensible, articulate, smart conversations. Everything should not be engagement. Well, all of engagement, but why don't you procure your engagement through sensible conversations? Let's do it. Come on, man. This is harsh. This is extremely hard. The guy is done. Jesus is finished. Come on, man. No, I vehemently disagree, strongly disagree with this statement. It's not finished. But is the form very, very poor? As of now, that's what I'm caveating. It's 7 Premier League games, 2 Champions League games, 1 Carling Cup. The FA Cup starts next year. There's still a lot of games to go. And he has been injured this season. Now, we understand his injury record is not the best. That might actually be contributing to his loss of form and him overthinking things when it comes on. And I understand this. See, we are, even though these players are football players, they are human beings too. A lot of this can mess with your head. An example is still a player that scored in the last 2 games in the Premier League games, right? Martinelli. A lot of people are saying, oh, Martinelli's form last year wasn't the best. At the beginning of the season, people were still concerned that, Martinelli, you have to pick it up. But in the last 2 games, he has picked up the form and he has scored 2 goals. Why don't you extend the same gesture, same benevolence to Gabriel Jesus? Why don't you extend the same grace to Gabriel Jesus? So, guys, what do you think? Do you actually believe this nonsense? Because I think it's nonsense. Some of you might call me out and say, I'm the one being delusional. I'm the one indulging low standard, which I find very ridiculous to go that. Like I said, the sample size for the season is still very, very small. You can't use that 7 Premier League games to judge a player when there's 38 games. 2 Champions League games when there's more than enough Champions League games in the new groupings. 1 Carling Cup game. The FA Cup still next year. The sample size is too small, too minuscule to make a sensible appraisal of a player this season. So let me know your contributions and your notions in the comment section. What you think about Gabriel Jesus? Let me know. Do it constructively. If you disagree with me, still do it constructively in the comment section. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear. Let me know in the comment section. Like the video on your way out. One more time, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Help me grow this community, help me grow this channel. Let's be sensible, let's be logical, let's do it right here. It's a platform for logical, sensible conversation. So help me grow it. Like the video, subscribe if you're new here, and make sure you turn on your notification bell, very, very important. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.